Hello, beautiful people. How are you doing? Welcome back to our channel. We are the farming couples, and we are on the farm today. As you can see, we are planting our rice. This is the first time we are doing it, and work is ongoing here. Of course, there are different ways of planting it, but my laborers are using, what's it called? They are using the style, the method that they use in their place. Of course, one thing that I'm certain of, or that I'm particularly about, is ensuring that due diligence is done in terms of spacing. And you can see that, of course, it shouldn't be too spacious and it shouldn't be too, what's it called? Everything shouldn't be lumping. And then, so that is settled. The issue of spacing is settled. I've given them the kind of spacing that I need, the specifications, and then they adhere to it. And this is those planting it. So you can see, this is those planting it. We've planted all those places. One thing about rice farming is that, or rice plantation, is that you need to be very careful while planting it. It's not like maize. If it were to be maize planting or any other thing, they would have covered the entire place. They would have covered. So we still have a long way to go, a very long way. The camera can't capture it from this place. The camera can capture it from this place, but we have many acres of land to plant, so we are doing it gradually. So because you know that rice is a staple food in Nigeria, and it's mostly planted in the northern part of the country. But why can't we plant it in southern Nigeria, where we have the land, when we have rain in excess? As you can see this place now, you can see the water. So it will be very good, but unfortunately for us, if we had planted it earlier, then it would have worked. But now that there's water here, there is little to nothing that we can do. If it pleases God and then the rain ceases for for some days, and maybe it dries off, then we will quickly plant it. But if it doesn't, that shows that for this place we won't be able to do anything. We'll leave that. So that's why we are working very quickly to ensure that it's planted as soon as possible before we go into the full dose of rainfalls, ceaseless rainfalls that will come with thunderstorm and all during late July, August, and then September. So we are working very hard here. So it's just for them to ensure that everything is entering into all these spaces. You can see as the spaces are here, then they will plant everything. So it takes time. You can't just give this work to a lazy person to do. You won't get any tangible result at all. When you give this work to any lazy person, then you will not get any result. Even those that are not lazy, here at Elios, I arrived there as early as possible to ensure close monitoring, close supervision. So the number of plants that they have to put, as you can see, so not just like putting 20, 100 or so, and then you have to close it up slightly. You can see how they are closing it up. It's just very slightly, because when you heap too many soil or too much soil on it, it won't germinate. So it's work that takes time. It works for experts. So as you are planting it, I'm also learning. So because next year I might not get these people or those who know about it, but now that I'm here learning how it's being done, and apart from the knowledge that I've garnered online and then from my people in another town, we've combined all this knowledge to ensure that we get maximum yield, maximum harvest. That is the end product of it. Of course, we are not running agric as an agric, but we are doing it as an agric business. So before we even plant anything, we are considering the chain. the market. We are considering what the yield will be when we do our due diligence. Of course, it's not just about you calculating how much you will get, but first of all, you calculate the effort, then the possible yield to know what will be the output. So what will be the output? We've sprayed this place with what's it called, with first up herbicide, and then after planting today or tomorrow, then we will spray it again with dragon. First up works gradually, so you can see that the weeds are already changing color, but dragon works immediately. It gives you an immediate effect, an immediate result. So that is what we are doing now to ensure that okay, it is well planted. After planting, then we do our due diligence. So this is what we are still doing to ensure that we get the best result. And as I was saying earlier, when you are planting or when you are going to agriculture, agribusiness, let me put it in a better way or in a modernized way, you should consider everything, your expenses, and then the output. What will be your input? How much will you spend? And then it's very essential that you ask people that have been doing it over the years, because for instance, for this rice plantation, I contacted those who have done it for the past 5 to 10 years. Like, what is the average output for for an acre? And then they gave me the output, they gave me the number that okay, if it does well, you get this so number of bags. So I'm working with that calculation, and okay, how much does it sell for on an average? Of course, you can't really predict the market, in the sense that it might go up, it might go down. So but it's essential that at least on an average, how much does it sell for. So when is the best time to sell it, so that you'll be able to calculate not just your, when you are, don't be carried away by the expected profit margin. Don't be carried away by how much you might make, because it really really takes time. As you can see, if I can take you, a bit further in this land, you discover that hey, is lengthy. Of course, not all that wide, but very lengthy. Not as you can see, there are bushes here that we could have cleared, but rice needs were a very swampy place. So if you discover that there won't be enough water around August, then you don't need to clear that place for rice. It won't do well. It won't do. I said you want to irrigate it, and then okay, if you have the opportunity, or if you have the wherewithal to do that, then you can. But it needs a very swampy place, and this is, you can see, of course, I don't need to tell you that this is a very very swampy place. So we targeted the land that we are going to use for it, and then we are doing that. We are doing that already. We've done that already, so as I was saying, you have to ensure that you calculate what it will cost you. For instance, our laborers, just two of them, I gave them 3 weeks to clear the entire place, and I think we have about 3 acres or so here. So ideally, if it were to be any other place, I would have given them just about 4 days. 4 days, yes, to clear 3 acres. But for this place, I gave them 3 weeks, because the bush was very thick, and they needed time to clear it. As you can see, that they clear it very well, very well, very well. Because one thing about clearing, that if you don't clear it very well like this, as I can see everywhere. As you can see the soil. So that shows that they did the work the way, and they've cleared this place for the past 3 weeks, and you can see that it's still as neat as possible. But so if I told them to just do it within 4 days, the quality of job that they will do is something that won't be impressive. It's something that we won't be proud of. is something that will not give us the best. So you have to ensure that the land is well cleared. The land is well cleared, and after clearing it, you have to ensure that you spray it. Like I told you, we've sprayed this place like 3 days ago, and then immediately after planting, we are going to use another set of what's it called? We are going to use another set of herbicide to clear it. So I'm still working. It's a very lengthy place. Of course, I might not be able to cover the entire area in this video, but most importantly, when you do your due diligence in getting a land that is good, in clearing it well, then the next phase is planting. You can see how they are planting it. Not everybody knows how to plant rice. Rice is not just like maize. So you have to ensure that you know people who have been planting it over the years, who are sincere with their words, who are sincere about what they are doing, so that you can get the best output. So that you can get the best output, so that you'll not be expecting 40 bags and at the end of the day you'll be getting 4. You know, it can be devastating, and you'll be thinking, oh, despite all the time I've spent, the energy I've put in and all. Of course, we used to think like that, but now we know that it is essential you do the very best thing. You do your due diligence. You pay for the kind of results you want. Let me just put it in that way. You pay for the kind of results you want, so that you can get, when the result comes, you also, you'll be happy. For instance, for like if it were last year, I wouldn't even bother myself at all coming. I'll just say, do it the way you want, do it very well, call them over the phone, and then sit with work at home. But I discovered that you can be an absentee investor and get maximum yield. You can be an absentee farmer and get the best output. So we are here, and then you can see I'm still walking. They are far back. They are far back. They might not even be able to reach this place today at all, because you can see that it's very close to each other, and they have to plant it well, not just through about 30-40 minutes, maybe 4-5, and then so they are doing it gradually. And then I have to, maybe, so for them to plant this entire place, they might spend at least a week. At least, that's at least a week. So I'm looking for a way of bringing in more people, so that we'll be able to plant it before the rains come in full force, when we won't be able to do anything substantial again. So if not because of all these stones and all these trees and all, we would have gotten a tractor that would have plowed it, and then, you know, the planting will be a bit easier. But all the same, until maybe next year or so, the next 2 years, I will be able to remove these stones, cut the trees, uproot the necessary ones, so that tractor can actually come in and walk freely. So before then, we have to do this that we are doing. So you can see where they are going. They are going to that far end. I doubt if the camera can actually capture it, but as time goes on, after the planting and all, and we bring you more videos, we will show you the length and breadth of the land. So if you really want to plant, if you really want to go into rice plantation, the thing is, let me just be honest with you, from the reviews I've had, just like we've said earlier, this is our first time planting it, so there is no need deceiving you that, oh, this is the amount you will get. But from those that have planted it over and over again, and I mean, when I say those, I mean my uncles, because my own lineage is, since every one of us are farmer, every one of us is a farmer. So from those that have planted it, is very, very profitable. And of course, you can't really doubt it. I doubt if there's any household in Nigeria that doesn't, whether the poorest of the poorest or the richest of the richest, that will not find rice in their home. So rice is not like, is there market for it? It's not like the Z market is because if I should ask you now, you that you are watching this video, when last did you take rice? You will not think about it. But maybe 3 days ago, maybe 2 days ago, and so rice is something that, whether you like it or not, in the Nigerian situation, in the Nigerian context, or perhaps the African context, you at least take it maybe 3 times in a week, 4 times in a week. For some people, is constant K. Is constant K. So the market is there naturally. The market is there naturally. So if you want to go into rice plantation, you can see that I've explained the processes to you and how best to become a millionaire. Yes, if you can get 5 acres, 10 acres, and you follow all these steps diligently, there is one thing that is certain, that you are on your way to becoming a multi-millionaire in agric business, in farming. So we are out to to redefine farming. So first of all, our purpose is to ensure zero hunger, which is one of the SDGs, major SDGs of the UN, and then fighting poverty through it. As you resolve the problem of hunger, as you provide solutions to hunger, then you are also and we are also making impact and enriching yourself. So there are no two ways about it, except if we want to deceive ourselves. When you resolve an issue, when you provide solution to a problem, then money will naturally come. So don't think about the money naturally. Think about the problem you want to solve. Think about the issue you want to provide solution to, and then money will just be uh the end result. It will be the end result, since that it's something that will come naturally on its own. So I'm back to their place, and you can see that they are still planting and planting. So this is just it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and then it will be here till like 5:30. Then tomorrow we come again to start. So I must really commend these ones. They are doing the right thing. They are doing the right thing. They are doing the right thing. And you can see the wife is really working. So we are here. The wife is working, and you can see their child over there. That is Fatima. She's over there. So work is ongoing here. I believe you also, you are working hard. You are working hard on your goals. Please work hard. Let's make Africa a better place. We shouldn't be the poverty capital of the world. We shouldn't be this express example of poverty, express example of a system that is not working. As youth, please, let's redefine these things. As youth, let's contribute our quota to the system. As youth, let's tell them that yes, as Africans, we are not Africans. We can, and that is what we are. That is who you are. Working very hard to ensure that we get things working. So we would like to hear your feedback. We would like to hear from you. Have you planted rice before? Are you planning of going to rice farming? Do you have the best land? Is your land swampy? Are you ready to do the supervision? Are you ready to do it yourself? Please share your thoughts with us. Contact us. Let's talk. Let's discuss. Let's see how we can help each other, how we can tap from each other, and how as African youth, or how as Africans, we can redefine things for ourselves and for the coming generation. We love you. We are the farming couples. Thank you for sticking through. Please, one way you can encourage us is to like, is to subscribe, and is to share. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you.